We're live.
What up? Let's get weird. Boy, Tommy G fixing his mic because it's about to fall if I don't screw this in. I'm fired up today after this fucking ridiculously retarded NFL weekend. It started actually on Saturday with Clemson and the worst fucking college football beat of the year. And we're going to be very mad today. So this is not going to be a fucking happy show. We're going to go game by game. We're going to break down everyone who sucks and like the three people who are good, like Tua and fucking four other people. So Bill Rupp, you're going to get some flowers today, so you'll be happy. So try and take you out of the bad mood that I know you're probably in too. But what did you think of the NFL weekend, considering you called that the faction was going to get involved at 4 p.m.?
I mean, what can you say? I mean, it's just you start to wonder now if how many games, like I asked you today, how many games do you think are really fixed?
Rackets, you're too high again.
How many games do you think that there's really something going on involved? Like,
what percentage of games do I think are fixed?
Yeah.
15, 20. And that's real. Like, I mean, you want to say 100 and other people say 0. It's obviously neither of those. It's about 20%. Yeah, I would say about 70% of the primetime games have something shady going on, whether it's a coach, a ref, or a player who's doing something to try and affect the outcome of the game. Do I need to move over, E? Because I'm in a different spot in the 2 frame than I am in the
if you think about it, it's not like, let's not say like Chubb's injury, because obviously that's a major, injury that we saw was discussed.
Well, I mean, obviously, yeah, dude's leg getting ripped off his fucking
But Williams, like, what's to say, like, after a quarter, they're not like, you know what, Williams, here's a couple grand,
No, Bill, it's a couple mil. It's $1 billion.
Couple grand.
$100 trillion league.
You know what I mean? Here's money. Here's money. Sit out for the rest of the game. So he doesn't play that rest of that game, and the props get fucked.
I mean, listen. You got to remember who you're talking to, okay? We've been in a Discord talking about, and I didn't plan on starting the show with games being rigged. This is Bill starting with that. But I think right now everyone just sucks. I think it just sucks. And like I was saying during the games, it's easy to rig a game. You just put people in the wrong spot. Like, I feel like the Cardinals were trying to lose at points to the Cowboys in the second half. Like, they were calling plays and just changing their whole game plan to try and like lose for Caleb Williams there. And they just couldn't because the Cowboys sucked that fucking much. And I've been saying it from the beginning. Dak has looked like shit all fucking year outside of CeeDee Lamb. That's it. That Cowboys team is not very good. And we're now realizing it. But Bill, you called it at, what was it, 4 o'clock? We were about to put the bets out, 3:30, 3:45. And I was, we all had the same bet, right? Seattle, Dallas, KC. And you were like, I'm taking Seattle out of it because there's no way they're going to let all 3 favorites win. There's only 3 games. The parlay pays -115. And I refused. I was like, Seattle's not losing this game. I'm keeping them in. And that was the game everyone took out. And then Dallas goes and loses to fucking Arizona. I don't even want to know how much. If you hit a parlay this week, not a prop parlay, Goat hit a plus 2,000 parlay in our thing. I hit a prop parlay. If you hit a parlay with moneyline favorites this week in Vegas, I don't know how, with Baltimore, Jacksonville, and Dallas. And the funniest part for me is we knew Baltimore and Jacksonville were going to lose.
Yeah.
We didn't put them in our Survivor. We have 6 teams. Me and Bill are partners. 6 teams in Survivor. Didn't lose one. Seattle and KC is all we did. 1 KC, 4 Seattle, and that was it. There was some lines there that you knew that something was up with that shitbag that fucking Rackets loves, Trevor Lawrence, who he wants to fucking ignore and just talk about fucking Zach Wilson all the time and ignore the fact.
No, we're going to talk about Desmond Ritter, too.
Trevor, we talk about Desmond Ritter in his 7th game compared to Trevor Lawrence in his 37th game and see where that's at. But Trevor Lawrence is scapegoating the gerrymander everywhere this weekend. Have you heard his name once on TV?
No, they're still thinking that Jacksonville's good. And like I said yesterday, they weren't in any of my plays. I wasn't going anywhere near that Jacksonville.
No, we had the Texans.
Yeah, I thought that they could lose that game. And and like I said, I didn't know which one of those 3 games yesterday at 4 o'clock was going to lose.
But it was the one that you thought the least. That's for damn sure.
Impossible. They weren't going to give you a -110 parlay with 3 favorites, and everybody's going to win, and the whole fucking world wins. Yay, money, Vandal. No, that's not how it works.
We're not going to let that happen.
No, and it was the wrong one. Everyone thought Dallas was going to kill them. They didn't. There's not one point in that game where they stood a chance, where I thought they were going to win. There's not one point.
Yeah, so let's do this. Let's go game by game. Let's break to Evan. How you doing today?
Not good.
Why? You're getting Caleb Williams.
No, we're not. That's the problem. We're not.
Yeah, you are.
We're not. Our defense is too good. We're not.
We're
not.
fucked.
We're going to win 5 games. We're going to win 6 games. Bill, there's no way we're going to.
Hold on. Let me just tell you this. You're on that defense, right? Tommy G's on that defense.
Oh, I'd be getting those guys fired up.
You guys are fired up. Great. Going to be a great season. The worst injury in the world, your team's done, right? Now you're what are you 1-2 now? Now you got to go into every single week. So hold on, listen. By like week 9 and 10,
we already have 4 wins.
Are you really giving your all?
We already have 4 wins at that point.
Are you really though? No.
Listen, let me. All right, so let's start with the Jets.
Bill can cash his under right now.
Before we get to that, Danny's mad that he hasn't had his super chat read yet, so he donated $2 and said Desmond Ridder, LOL.
Yes, we're gonna get the guys. We're going game by game.
I told him. I said we're gonna get.
We're gonna get that. Desmond Ridder did not play well. That was not a good game. I'm not going to sugarcoat.
My guy wants to talk shit about Brock Purdy on Friday. That's what you get.
I mean, first of all, Brock Purdy's not your guy. You picked him up in week 9 when he was already fucking awesome.
No, I didn't. We can go back to Stay Cashin. We can go back to Stay Cashin the fucking game after.
Had fucking 3 good games.
We can go back to Stay Cashin the game after he fucking played.
You don't get off the Trevor Lawrence train. That's your guy.
Trevor Lawrence is good too. I'm good with him.
We'll get to it.
Here. I'll take Trevor Lawrence.
No, we'll go game by game.
Yeah, I'll take Trevor Lawrence and my guys, and you can keep your guys because your quarterback evaluations are trash.
How about your Colts?
They're great. How about them?
Justin Fields sucks. Kyler Murray sucks.
They're great.
I'm really good at picking who sucks.
Colts are good.
Yeah.
Colts are
we
good.
We got another dono. Shout out to my boy Rackets. 1 a.m. Japanese tennis win. Me and Bill are banning the Cowboys for life.
Cowboys on the lifetime ban list.
$5 from Ace King Trader.
Yeah, it's gotta be
banning the Cowboys for life. All right, let's start with the Jets. Okay, Bill, I agree with you. This is the perfect time right now to tank for Caleb, right? But they can't. The thing people are not realizing right now, they literally were 1 drive away from beating Bill Belichick in the rain yesterday with Zach playing that bad, right? With the coaching being. Randall Cobb shouldn't be in the fucking NFL, let alone starting on the Jets still. What are we doing? He's 40. He was just there for fucking – we have Gibson behind him who's way better than him, younger and faster. The Jets are a fucking abortion. Rob Saleh's fucking terrible. This schedule is a nightmare to start the season. You go you play the Bills with no rest. No practice for Wilson. You come in and you play at the Cowboys, who have the best defense probably in the NFL, and you're winning or about to be winning if Sauce Gardner doesn't drop a fucking pick 6. Then you go against Belichick. Everyone's like, oh, Zach Wilson. Guys, we knew Belichick was going to eat Zach Wilson alive. That's what Belichick does. He eats young quarterbacks and uninnovative offensive schemes alive. But again, Sauce Gardner blows the game again. And I don't care, dude. I have multiple autograph cards, a jersey. I love Sauce Gardner. Sauce has sucked. Sauce has blown 2 games. The Cowboys game on the pick 6 that he dropped puts us up 17-14 at the half instead of down 18-10. And then yesterday, it was his blown coverage that lets up a 70-yard touchdown. Take that touchdown away, the Jets win the fucking game. Even playing as bad as they did. You can't make those mistakes. Dude, you have Randall Cobb who slips and falls down on a fucking Hail Mary where the ball's right in his arms. You have another pick 6 from Carter at the beginning of the game, Evan. Carter was standing right there for a pick 6 and drops it. Jets could have won that game by 14. That was defense versus defense. Mac Jones played like absolute dog shit. Zach Wilson played like absolute dog shit. No one's going to talk about the fact that we lost another fucking offensive lineman. The Jets ran the ball fucking 30 times for 40 yards. You can't fucking not have a running game and then be running plays designed right into blitzes every time. Every time Wilson rolled out, there was a wide open blitz right in his face. The defense should have won that game. Sauce blew it. Carter blew it. Cobb blew it. Zach was supposed to suck yesterday. Evan?
But we're fucked no matter what we do. And Saleh's commitment to this whole Wilson gives us the best chance to win bit.
You buried Wilson last year. You fucking turned the team. He got hurt. You were wearing Mike White jerseys. So, you let the team do that.
First of all, Mike White is our only savior. I'm going to get that out of the way.
Don't get me. I'm already mad enough. Don't start with your nonsense.
But his commitment to Zach Wilson is going to fuck everybody else. They can back him all they want. They can be like, he's our guy. We just have to have confidence in him. We got his back. But if he keeps playing like this and we keep losing games, do you really think that these people aren't going to be like, I want out? This is fucking dog
I told you that this is fucked because Aaron Rodgers couldn't get hurt in the first 6 games. Because if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt after the Eagles game, Zach Wilson comes in and plays the Giants, the Chargers, and the Raiders.
Yeah.
Right? And then he's got fucking soft defenses where he can get his shit together, get the crowd back on his side, make some mistakes. The defense can win the games. Aaron Rodgers can't get hurt walking into Cowboys, Patriots, Chiefs. You can't have those 3 games. Bills was the first one, and Eagles is week 6.
Yeah.
The kid's got no chance.
He's
like
fucked.
There's no chance till the Giants in week 7. That is the only time he's going to have a fucking chance to even look remotely decent. He's fucked. We're fucked. The crowd hates him. The coach isn't behind him. Garrett Wilson hates him. It's done. You got to get Zach Wilson out at this point.
You can, if
for the sake of him, you got to get him out.
Yeah, I refuse to watch another game where he's a starting quarterback. I can't.
It's not his fault, guys. He's not good. He's not good.
Okay,
he's not good.
I'm glad you admit
he's not
that.
Good.
At least. Okay.
No, listen, he's not bad. Orlovsky actually said it best on McAfee this morning. He's not. He's being put in such a position to fail every game by the fans, by the team, and by the play calling. You can't have a rookie quarter. He's basically a rookie. He's only played portions.
He's
of multiple.
the worst quarterback in the NFL.
Agree.
That I've
Easily.
seen.
Bill, I agree.
He's every game he's started since he's been in the league. How many games?
He's terrible.
He's been in the last statistical spot.
That's wrong. That was wrong. Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith lied. That
Hold
stat
on, listen
was
to
wrong.
me. Hold on.
That stat is wrong.
He throws the ball. He doesn't wait for his receiver. He waits for the receiver.
I know.
Because
Because he's scared. He's afraid to fuck up.
Take a book. Take a
Listen to me.
page.
Even more.
Take a
Listen to me.
page out of Tua. Leave
No,
the
you can't take a
receivers.
page out of Tua. Listen, time out. Bill, the Jets ran the ball 22
All right,
times.
listen, I'm done talking about the Jets.
All right, hold on.
No.
Let me just do
No.
this real quick.
No, we have to
hold
keep
on.
going.
Bill, we got to finish.
Let's move on.
Bill, last thing. The Jets ran the ball 22 times for 38
I
yards.
mean, you're boring the fuck out of me with this.
I don't care.
The
Dude, this isn't
chat's
about
laughing.
you. The chat's fucking on.
You're going for 20 minutes.
Can a quarterback
Talking.
succeed?
No one
12
else is talking but
12
you.
minutes.
And
12
it's
minutes.
stupid. I don't want to fucking hear it.
All right, what do you want to yell about? Pick a game.
Any other game but
Pick
that.
one. Pick one, host.
Anymore.
Pick a game.
The Jaguars.
Go.
Rackets, you want to talk?
No. You're the one who just cried to talk.
Oh, you're the one who just, you
Go.
wouldn't shut up for
Go.
40 minutes.
Now it's your
Someone
turn.
else to talk.
Now it's
We
your
talked
turn.
about it for like 3
Holy
minutes.
Shit.
We've been on the air for 7
Trevor
minutes. Go.
Lawrence
13
sucks.
actually.
Trevor Lawrence is not good. I wouldn't have him do anything. He's not bad this year. He is not good at all. I didn't want them to win. I wouldn't have taken him yesterday. And thank you to all the people who did take him in the survivor pool. 5,000 people were out yesterday in the survivor pool alone. That's insane. Half the picks. That's crazy. I never saw a day like that in Survivor in like week 3 in my life. And if you look
It
at
happens.
week 4, it's even harder than week 3. It's crazy.
Nothing's hard for us. Do you know the teams we've used so far? The Giants, the Falcons, the Seattle Seahawks. These are Washington Redskins. None of these you have a chance of none of the teams we used even being in the playoffs, Bill. That's how good we are at this.
Yeah, but
When I say we, I'm being
Dallas
very
yesterday
generous.
would have think Dallas yesterday would have been a lock, right?
You shouldn't be taking Dallas in week 3. That's the bottom line. You shouldn't be taking if you're playing Survivor, guys, you don't take elite teams on the road in week 3. You give them 6 weeks to get into their rhythm, and you only take them at home. If you took Dallas in Survivor, you don't know what you're doing. You do not take road teams, a free meal road team like Dallas. You wait till they're home, and you take the free square in Dallas. So you deserve that. But
did you like how CJ Stroud played in the game?
Yeah, I think CJ
Had
Stroud's
a
been good.
pretty fucking good
Yeah,
game.
listen. CJ Stroud's been good. Yeah, I think he's been good. Tank Dell. I mean, honestly, told you guys Tank Dell was the lock of the week. This kid is the number 1. Told you guys on the show here. He's the number 1 receiver in Houston. It's not like he's going to be a fucking.
Now I know why
superstar.
you traded me, Nico.
No, yeah, because you didn't know that, and I did.
You are a swindler, bro.
No, I am not, bro.
I
No, I
never
am
met
not, bro.
somebody who fucking swindles their fucking best friend like you, bro.
Oh, dude.
You're a fucking shyster.
Shyster.
You're a shyster.
Hold on.
You're
Have you
a
ever been in a
swindler.
fantasy league?
You're a swindler
Rackets?
and a shyster.
You ever been in a fantasy league?
Not swindling my best friend.
Rackets, you ever been in a fantasy league?
Oh,
Not,
my
sw-
God.
not
When
swindling
you make
my
an
best
offer
friend.
to someone, no one thinks Nico Collins sucks. I have Tank Dell on my team too.
Well,
I can't
all
have
of
both of them.
Guys, all of a sudden, Nico Collins. Let's take hold on. Let's take a little fucking look. Nico Collins. Let's see. Game 1, 11 for 80. Game 2, 9 for 146.
Oh, and he sold you right
And then I
there,
traded
Bill
him.
Rupp.
Fucking
He
asshole.
sold you
Trades
right
him
there.
to me. He says, Bill, here's a number 1. You can have a number 1 guy on your team.
He's asking me for him.
Nothing.
So I'm swindling you because you're a fucking. You had Cooper Kupp who hasn't played in 6 weeks. The fuck you gonna do? Your team was 1-3. What are you gonna wait for Cooper Kupp week 8
Oh, my
when he's
team's
healthy?
0-4. 0-4.
Swindly G over here, Bill.
So his team's 0-4, Evan. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Swindly
Sit on
G,
Cooper
bro.
Kupp till you're 0-10?
Swindly G.
Swindly G.
And I played him this week and just beat his fucking ass.
Hey.
So now you're 0-6.
Swindly G.
All is fair in love and fantasy.
Swindle G. Because you did I push the button for you? Oh, I just told you. I have Tank Dell. Tank Dell's the fucking guy. He's gonna be the guy. It doesn't mean fucking Nico Collins can't be good.
You're a swindler.
It's kind of crazy though. His second leading receiver. I mean, I just traded for Robert Woods 3 days ago, Bill, who was 3 for 34. Yeah, it was a small.
I mean, listen. You know what? It was actually. I'm glad you swindled me because now I'm done. I'm out.
You're quitting
I'm
anyway
done.
when you
I
suck.
deleted. Hoffman texted me this morning. I deleted myself from the thing. From the thing.
Bill quits anything he's losing at.
That stupid thing. Yeah. Once somebody starts cheating and they're swindling.
Cheating.
Swindler.
This is cheating. I made a trade with him, Evan. This is cheating.
Oh, everybody in the
That's
chat.
cheating.
I think that's just lack of awareness by Bill.
I mean, he's just bad at stuff.
I
He's
don't
just not
do
good at things.
fantasy, bro. That's not what I want. I'm not
Time out.
fantasy.
Time out.
This is fucking reality.
Hold on,
we
Nick
got
the
$10
Champ.
now.
Nick the Champ.
You got
First
it?
time caller, long time listener.
Oh boy.
Bill calling Tommy a swindler. Meanwhile, when he broke his back and knee, his best friend came to his aid and took him to the hospital. Don't take that shit, Tommy. I agree, Nick. I agree. I was his wet nurse for 6 months,
Yeah,
and I
nothing
made
about-
a trade with him in
Yeah.
fantasy. But meanwhile, if Nico Collins went 8 for 120, I'd be an idiot.
Yeah, ask him
But
everything
because
I've
Nico
done.
Collins sucked,
Ask
I'm
him
a
everything
swindler.
I've done for him.
Of course, yes, I agree. But I don't call you a shady swindler.
Because I never swindled you.
I just call you a retard. What if Nico Collins went 8 for 130? Then you
Oh,
swindled
yeah, and
me.
then I just
It's a
got a
fantasy football trade.
I just got a text message from Hoffman. You swindled us to get in the league because someone didn't want to be in it because of
Oh.
swindling.
I
Oh,
asked you to be in it.
double
No, you didn't.
swindle.
You
Oh, my
told
God.
me.
You are.
Told me.
Double
Right.
swindle.
Yeah, listen. For people to sit here and say that you're swindling when you have a fantasy football trade that works out in your favor, that's amazing. Rackets, I want to know why Trevor Lawrence doesn't absolutely fucking suck 4 years into his career.
I mean, I honestly didn't really watch the Jags game, but it's a division game, dude.
Convenient.
I didn't really watch it. It's division game, dude. They're historically they always have trouble with Houston too. The Colts used to do
'cause
the
their
same
quarterback
thing.
Sucks.
I mean, the Peyton Manning Colts used to do the same thing. They go into Jacksonville and fucking struggle, or they go into Houston and struggle and win by a field goal. Like these
All right,
division
then
games, you can't really
talk,
judge
you want to talk
on
about
this.
you want to talk about the 9 points in Kansas City the week before then, if that makes you feel better?
No, not really.
No, you don't.
No.
Okay, cool. We'll leave that alone then. Great. Trevor Lawrence sucks and is scapegoating all this shit because Justin Fields is so fucking bad. That's what's
If
going. Because
Richardson-
Zach Wilson's so bad.
If they played that game, Jaguars Colts, like say week 8, Richardson they would have won. Colts would have won that game.
Yeah.
Richardson just needs more time in the league.
Jaguars should be 0-3. Justin Fields, another amazing call. Fucking horrible disaster of a fucking human. He's a fucking mess. He sucks. And he was playing with a concussion. Are we just going to ignore the fact that fucking DJ Moore walked onto the field and as Justin Fields was staring like this, getting punched in the face, and DJ Moore had to walk him off the field and then
He
they
was
put him
fucked
back
up.
in? I mean, there's no way he doesn't have a concussion.
Oh yeah, he was fucked up. For sure.
There's no way. And DJ Moore, fuck you. How do you drop that fucking 40-yard pass? Misses your prop by fucking 2, and you drop a ball right in your fucking arms. But Justin Fields sucks.
He's ass.
He's fucking terrible.
Ass.
Right. And you're not allowed to say it because he's black. But
I disagree. I think it's the coaching.
No, it's not.
I'm
It's
joking.
not.
He's just
That's
really
what
bad.
He said.
Right.
That's what he
Yeah,
said.
no, at first it was the coaching. No, that wasn't even new. Because remember when Justin Fields first came up, it was he had no weapons, right? And then they got him weapons. And then it was the coaching. And now they changed the coaching. They have new weapons. And now he's not being put into a situation to succeed. Do you think the coaches decide when Justin Fields runs or not, Bill? No. Justin Fields decides when he fucking runs or not. He hasn't been running because he thinks he can throw for 4,000 yards. That's it. The 90% of Justin Fields' rushing yards are not fucking designed plays. They're him dropping back and deciding to run. So when he doesn't run the whole half, Bill, that's not the coach's fault. That's Justin Fields sitting in the pocket like Zach Wilson, trying to fucking do too much and not realizing what his skill set is. He sucks. He's terrible.
Remember in the offseason when everyone said they were going to win the NFC North?
Oh, MVP, 4,000 yards, fucking idiots. Just fuck up. Fucking Justin Fields sucks. Let's go to another game here. Browns Titans. I mean, coming into the season, same thing. Like, who the fuck thinks Ryan Tannehill? Like, how do you go into a year with Ryan Tannehill as your quarterback, Rackets?
Dude, I was even looking at like the Titans before the game yesterday, and I'm like, maybe they should have a chance. And that game was fucking
That's
ugly.
what I thought.
I really thought that they were gonna have a chance yesterday. I thought that they were gonna be able to control the ball.
But how do you go into a year with fucking?
No, I agree with that. And then you
with
have
Derrick Henry, and you go and bring in DeAndre Hopkins, right? Like you're trying to make moves to win. You got a coach who's the most overrated coach in the history
the
of
same way you
football,
can
and
go
Vrabel.
into a season with a 40-year-old quarterback and Zach Wilson as a backup.
But at least you got a 40-year-old quarterback. at least you went
Evan.
more. You went and go get Aaron Rodgers. Listen.
If
every
looks could
team-
kill, Evan would have sniped me.
Every team's backup sucks.
The same thing is with
Fuck.
your shitty team not running the ball. How do you only run Henry 11 times?
I mean, honestly though, Bill, how does he get 1 yard to carry? You can't run him 30.
He couldn't run.
He couldn't move.
He couldn't.
He literally was running right into a wall. Like, there's a difference between giving someone 20 carries and then having 8 3-and-outs and being down. Like, that was a different story. Henry couldn't move.
Well, he had 11 tries.
Yeah, but because they were down 20 and he couldn't move. He was running right into a wall
So,
every time.
Eventually, Henry breaks one.
But at that point, you're down 21-3 because you've 3-and-outed too many times and given the ball back to the other team. Amari Cooper out of bounds thing, probably the worst call in football history. Cost
Horrible.
all of us tons of money in DFS and fantasy and seasonal and money. Thank God he scored eventually at the end of the game, the 50-yard touchdown to make up for it. But if we would have lost our props because of that, the plus 240, it was nowhere near out of bounds. Nowhere near out of bounds. Wasn't even fucking close.
Nope.
To being out of bounds. Bill, what's the next game you want to talk about? Pick one.
I'd go to the Falcons.
All right. I was going to skip that one, but go on.
No, they just looked bad yesterday. They, a couple times where they could have scored, and then Koo missed another field goal, and
He sucks now. What the fuck, dude?
yeah, he's just not the same. That's kickers, just kickers. I mean, they're
I like closers, kickers and closers.
yeah. I don't think.
Hello.
I don't like that team at all. They still just continue not to use the running back a lot. I mean, Gibbs did have 17, a little bit better. Towards the end of the game, they used them when they were up. He got a lot more, garbage yards and stuff. No passing to him out of the backfield, though. I was very
Yeah, that
surprised.
was weird. Fucking one catch out of the backfield.
Yeah.
Dude's electric. How
But,
you doing?
I mean, Atlanta lost, but they're still in great position. I mean, at 2-1 in that shitty division, and I don't know how long Carr's going to be out now.
Couple weeks.
Yeah, we're fine. Falcons are fine.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. I'll say when it happened, Ritter didn't look good. That was bad. He's fucking in his 7th game ever as a pro. He's gonna have bad games. That's fine. You can't do it when you're.
How come
Trevor
Brock
Lawrence.
Purdy hasn't? He's in his 14th.
Because Brock Purdy plays for the Niners.
That's the Falcons are a good
Miami
team
and
around it. They're not the Niners around it, but they're a good team.
Miami and the Niners and even the Chiefs, you put them in a different category. They're the only teams that run plays on timing, and the timing's actually right. You got to take those 3 teams and put him away. When CJ Beathard was good over there, and fucking Jimmy G went to 2 NFC championships over there, and Shanahan brought fucking what was his name? The old Houston Texans quarterback.
Matt Castle?
Schwab. Matt Schaub. Matt Schaub won fucking like rookie of the year. Mike Shanahan made RG3 a fucking rookie of the year and Pro Bowler. I mean, you can put a fucking retard in San Francisco. And we've already proven that with CJ Beathard, Jimmy Garoppolo, Matt Schaub, and RG3. Sam Darnold. So, yes, when I see a quarterback fail under Shanahan, then I'll understand it. Matt Ryan threw for like 98 touchdowns and 6 interceptions in 2 years and went to the fucking Super Bowl. Matt Ryan went to the Super Bowl with Mike Shanahan. I mean, come on, relax. But Desmond Ridder wasn't good. It was not a good game. Took way too many sacks. Did not look like himself. They were still in it. Had a couple moments. Started hitting Pitts. Right away, great call by Trevor on the NFL Roundtable show with Pitts as his breakout tight end of the week. He was 5 for 41, but Ridder missed him. We've been debating back and forth whether he tweaked his hamstring on it or whether it was just overthrown. But Ridder did miss him on a 60-yard touchdown. So Pitts could have had 6 for 110 and a touchdown, which would have been, absolute smash. So good call by Trevor there. But Ridder wasn't good.
5 for 41?
What?
5 for 41?
Well, he had 9 targets. Ridder overthrew him twice, and Ridder overthrew him on a 60-yard bomb.
What did Laporta do yesterday?
Laporta's my boy. That's my boy.
Another guy you swindled from me.
Oh my goodness!
I gave you George Kittle. George Kittle went 7 for 80 and a touchdown. What are you crying about?
Rackets. I gave him Laporta too.
He didn't know who Laporta was. He only drafted him because I was talking about him.
I drafted
him. If anything, he swindled me on Laporta at the draft.
And that's why Hoffman said to Tommy was trading like a madman the other day. It all makes sense now.
Hoffman is the one who wanted the trade.
Wow. It makes sense, Bill.
Guys, he also got A.J. Brown, who's playing tonight, or Devonta Smith, who's playing. Don't listen to him, dude. Don't listen to him. He's fucking just crying about the players on my side that did good. Like, tell him to shut up. Shut up, Bill. Stop being a fucking crybaby.
Somebody said you could put your Ridder cards in your bike spokes, but
that person's a fucking
it wouldn't even
retard.
make it 50 yards.
That person's a fucking retard. Because the Ridder cards, he's doing what he needs to do. Had a fucking great game last week.
They're worth $3 on eBay. I
week.
tagged you in one on the chat.
Fine.
They're $3. Patrick can buy one.
I have 20 grand.
All right, can we
Let's
move on now to Dolphins?
Yeah, okay, there we go.
To who?
The Dolphins.
Yes, go.
No, I want you to start off talking about Tua.
No, you started off with Ridder, then you start off with fucking Dolphins. I'll talk about Tua. I already said Tua. Listen, Tua, Purdy, Mahomes, they're in a great system. Tua looks great. Looks great.
I just got 3 things.
Tua looks great.
MVP.
I got 3 things for you. IR. Because the second he gets fucking hit, he'll be out. Like I told you when he came out of college.
He's done a lot better this year avoiding hits.
Yeah, it's real easy to be better at avoiding hits when you're fucking playing the fucking Chargers and the Broncos.
Tommy, you took out his number 2 receiver, and he had the best statistical game so far this season by a quarterback.
Right.
I mean,
and the running backs had 8 touchdowns.
How do you look against the Patriots?
And the running back had like 900 yards.
I mean, dude, if Zach Wilson, let me ask you a question here, Bill. If Zach Wilson had A-Chain, who I don't care if it's A-Chan, we're calling him A-Chain. A-Chain and Mostert averaging 8.1 yards a carry and scoring a combined 7 touchdowns, I'm pretty sure Zach would look pretty fucking good too now on Monday morning.
No, you want to know why?
Why? Because the offense is
A-Chain,
by a genius.
A-Chain ran 18 times and Mozart ran 13 as a backup, and neither of those, and they both ran more than anybody on the freaking Jets.
I get it.
The Jets aren't running the ball. All summer I've been hearing.
Jets ran the ball a ton this week.
The Jets running backs.
Bill, you got it. You can't just use the Mike Francesa. Got to run more. The Jets ran the ball 22 times for 38 yards. You can't run more when you're punting on 3rd, 4th down every drive.
It was close the whole time.
They were getting 1 yard. You can't keep doing that the whole game. At some point, you got to abandon it. The line sucks. The line is terrible. The line's worse than I thought. And then we just lost fucking another lineman, and now the whole line's probably depressed because there's no Aaron Rodgers.
But you think the defense is going to play all year?
He sucks.
I mean, he's
let's
still
move on.
fucking playing.
Dolphins, Tommy. Come on, tell me.
Dolphins look great. Dolphins are not winning the AFC, I'll tell you that. Do you want to do a bet on that? What's the odds on that?
I don't know.
They're not coming out of the AFC with fucking Tua Tagovailoa. I promise you that. I promise you that. You go play video game numbers all fucking regular season, just like Lamar Jackson. You are not coming out of the AFC with that team. There is no fucking chance Tua ain't blowing one of those games. You do not get to play the fucking Broncos.
So right now, Dolphins are plus 550, the third favorite.
Who's ahead of them?
Kansas City 310 and Buffalo 500.
How do I make a bet on this to fucking profit from this without giving you plus 600? Let me see. What's their odds for the division?
The division, Dolphins minus 135.
I'll take the Bills straight up. I'll take the Bills over the Dolphins.
Okay. I'll take
Right,
that.
let's do that. We'll do that for 500. Actually, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that for 250. I'm not that confident. For 250. Put it on the board. Bills, Dolphins. I'll take the Bills. You're going to see Tua regress a little bit. But
now all of a sudden, Tommy's going to be a Josh Allen fan
We
again.
bet on something for 200.
Easy, Josh Allen
on,
fan.
Tommy.
Josh Allen hater to Josh Allen fan. Relax.
We bet on something for 200.
You flipped on that more than fucking more than Trump on
I've
the
never
vaccine.
flipped on Josh Allen. I just said the
No.
Bills weren't winning anything last year. That's all I said.
We bet 200 on something. I have no idea what it was, but I know we bet.
We did bet 200 on something.
I could have won, I could have lost, but I have no idea
What did we
what.
bet on?
You had $200 on the Patriots to win, and Tommy had $200 on the Jets to win.
Oh, let's
go!
go, Bill Rupp.
I didn't
Swindle
even
it back.
know it.
Well, let
Swindle
me
it
guess.
back,
I didn't know it
baby.
either, but I probably swindled you by
I
not
didn't
knowing.
know it was. Listen,
But meanwhile, if I would have won it, he wouldn't have been a swindler.
no, I had no idea.
I had no idea
I
either.
didn't
We
know
just
if I
drove-
lost or if I won.
Here's
but
how I
just
track
remembered-
bets.
I just remembered you yelling.
And this page will be
200,
turned and never
200.
looked back at.
Let's go, Bill Rupp.
Fuck. Damn it.
So
Did
for
I-
that bet, are we doing the AFC East or the AFC in its entirety?
AFC East. AFC East.
East.
Tommy G, with the Yankees officially being eliminated from playoff contention, you have officially lost all of your Orioles bets to me, and you owe me $300. Thank you.
$100. Okay. Well, with you quitting Beat the Streak and failing your partner Bill Rupp, Bill actually owes me $1,000.
I lost yesterday.
No, because of you. Because of you.
I lost yesterday.
Yeah, let's review that.
I didn't
real
quit
quick.
on it. I lost yesterday.
Let's review that. No, you did quit. You quit for about a week and a half.
I forgot about it, for a little
Yeah,
bit.
well, you can't forget when you're the only weak link of your partner. So let's go over the Beat the Streak, which was a hot topic on
Wait,
the
I
beginning
got
of the season.
6 days left. I can go.
I'm currently at 7 and don't even realize it. I just logged onto this and didn't realize I'm at 7 right now. So let me go. Remember at the beginning of the year, Evan, when Rackets was talking a lot of shit about how I suck at Beat the Streak and how him and Bill are the best?
Yeah.
Let me show you guys how this ended up working out. You'll see there, Tommy and Hoffman. Hoffman 17, Bill 17, Tommy 15, Rackets 8. Cost Bill $1,000 on that, and didn't even care. Didn't even stop putting plays in. Didn't care. So yes. So I'm glad we brought that up. I'm gonna put that on my sheet, which I forgot about.
Stop putting them in.
All right, let's do one more game and then we'll get to Nene on here.
When did Brantley come back?
2 weeks ago, I think. He's
Okay.
been like kind of like a
been-
pinch hitter type deal, yeah.
All
I've
right,
been-
well, no
been-
baseball. No baseball. Stop.
Fuck baseball. Fuck baseball.
Stop even mention. You can talk about this off air. So let's go one more game before we bring Sanene on. You can bring Sanene in the waiting room here.
He's
And
in.
I'm ready. What other game do you want to talk about here? Chargers, Vikings, how Brandon Staley, everyone's saying saved his job. Meanwhile, he should have lost his job, Bill, because he went for it on 4th and run from his own 24 and almost handed the Vikings the game. Does every coach suck?
Yes.
McDaniel, we're going to talk about too. Wait till Sanene comes on and talk
Except
about that.
McDaniel.
I mean,
Shanahan.
I'm sorry, Josh McDaniels. McDaniels.
Yeah.
The
Mike
best coach-
McDaniel, Shanahan,
the best
very
coach-
good. All the other ones bad.
Yeah, the best coach and the worst coach have like the same exact last name, so it's easy to.
Mike, fun fact about Mike McDaniel too. He was the Denver Broncos ball boy back in I don't know what fucking year it was. Back in the day, they had a picture of him, and he wanted to get interviewed for their head coaching spot. They wouldn't even give him an interview, and then he dropped 70 on him yesterday.
And then he turned ball boy into a different thing. Dropped his
and then he
balls
dropped his
right
balls
on,
on
their
him.
fucking chin. But how about Sean Payton, dude? Really? Like, I mean, how much crow is he eating right now after just obliterating Hackett, saying Hackett had the worst coaching job in the history of the Denver Broncos, and now he's 0-3 Russ looks maybe worse than he did last year. And his losses, Bill, before this game were to the Raiders and the Commanders. So it's not even like he's in a Zach Wilson spot where he's losing to the Bills and the Cowboys and Belichick and the Eagles. He lost to the Raiders and the Cowboys.
I never
played a good team and just got fucking shit.
I never saw an offense. I haven't seen an offense like that since like the Rams were like the greatest show on turf. Like it was just like guys zooming, zoom. Like, it was
and the other thing is, too, guys, I love how everyone forgets Sean Payton's the reason New Orleans sucked should have won so much more. Like, Sean Payton is a bad coach. He's a bad coach. He's been a bad coach for a long time. Everyone remembers that fucking hit, that pass interference that shouldn't have been. Sean Payton fucked that game up overusing Taysom Hill 15 times before that. Sean Payton's a bad coach. And
remember?
Stidham season is upon us very soon. So please, Jets, if Zach is going to get a fair chance, just let him get to the Denver game.
Remember when you said yesterday that Mike Williams, like, he just looked like he fell down. He tore his ACL.
The dude's made of glass, dude. You fucking touch him and he's fucking dead.
Yeah, he's always hurt.
Dude, Sinene, what up, my dude? Hold on, let me see if it still says connecting audio. So I'll wait for the
No, he just got in.
What up, Sinene?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, bro? What did you think of Josh McDaniel down 8 at the 4-yard line, kicking a field goal?
Did you see what he said after the game? They asked him about it.
No, I said that fell asleep and woke up and saw it.
He said it was a 2-score game, so he had to, they had to score twice anyway. I swear to fucking God. Yeah.
Did he not know the score of the game?
Maybe
or
you can't know.
Did he
I
not
don't
remember that you could do 2-point conversions?
I got no answer.
And the Sinene and the field goal too. They kicked the field goal. They got that 15-yard penalty for the leaping with the extra first down, the free first down, and they took the field goal off the board and then proceeded to run the ball about 7 more times and then take a minute and a half off the clock and then kick the field goal again.
Yeah, it was atrocious. The sad part is I think he's safe because they fired so many coaches and they're still paying John Gruden and Mark Davis is like he can just tank, go get Caleb and then be fine and then be fine. Yeah.
Dude, the crazy thing is, did you see the stat? How many stats Jimmy Garoppolo is top 5 all time in?
It's because of Shanahan.
Yeah, everything's because of Shanahan thing. Rackets, did you hear that?
Well, Rackets knows how I feel about
No, he said it's because of Shanahan.
I don't give a shit.
It's because of Shanahan.
MV Purdy, motherfucker.
Yeah,
MV Purdy.
MV Purdy. He's fucking MV Shanahan.
Got me Brock Hart over here.
Oh, God. You're such a fag.
Oh,
Seriously. Rackets just is wrong on everything and then finds one thing that takes off, and that's all he talks about forever. His whole background will be Brock Purdy all year. Meanwhile, last year, all you heard was fucking Trevor Lawrence. He just takes the one thing he's right about, and he Donald Trumps it down your throat all day, every day, nonstop like this, until you just associate him with it and forget about all the other shit. It's actually genius. You should run for office.
Yeah. I can't even enjoy my 49er
Rackets
because Rackets is just so absurd with Purdy.
He's a fucking idiot. He's obsessed with Purdy, so you don't remember Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, stop it.
And then Trevor Lawrence will throw for 350 in week 10, and he'll be like, my guy!
I'll have my Jaguars logo in the background.
So, Nene, what are we doing this week?
Colts, yeah.
What are we doing this week with waivers?
A-Chain. So this is the A-Chain is why you don't blow your wad on Ford. Is because A-Chain is he's not the starter.
You're trying to ignore what Ford did this week, aren't you?
He only had he ran the ball 10 times for 19 yards. Two touchdowns. All right, whatever.
But no, it was a lot of variance.
He had 7 points with a couple touchdowns.
Yeah.
But no, A-Chain is dude, what McDaniel's gonna do with him? It was so weird that he was inactive week 1.
It made no sense.
But the speed that he shows. I mean, he had 30 snaps yesterday and he touched the ball 22 times. He had 18 carries and at a buck 185, that's tough for the longevity of his career, but we don't really give a shit about that because we just care about 2023. And dude,
17, yeah.
And anytime he touches the ball, he can house it. He had 250 yards on 22 touches. He had 51 fantasy points. It's insane. And he's the backup, so it's he's the cuff right now. If something happens to Mostert, it's game over.
Do you understand? I drafted him in 3 of my 5 leagues, and I let him go in 2 of my 5 leagues because he was inactive week 1 and he got 1 touch last week. And I didn't let him go because I don't think he's going to be a star by the end of the year. I just had a stacked roster, and I needed to let someone off to fill some injury voids. And I was like, I'll go get A-Chain back in 3 or 4 weeks. No one's going to pick him up. And then I'm watching the game yesterday on the Discord, like, oh, no. Like, slow down.
I mean,
yeah,
I get it. When you're a healthy scratch, I mean, that's tough.
And then when you get one touch the next week, I mean, he had one carry against New England. So,
but I mean, he turned the corner. I mean, McDaniel will trust him. Seems like he's just electric.
I don't want to waste your time talking about A-Chain. We already know. Pick up A-Chain, dump your fab, keep it moving. Who else do we like? What other spots are a little sneakier that people can get in on?
So I think wide receivers loaded this turnaround. I mean, you got Tank Dell at the top. And pull my list. Tank Dell at the top. He's somehow still. I mean, I had him in the waiver article last week as my top receiver to go get at 10%, but you can just go do 40, 50, 60% on him this week if you don't have him. He's still available in almost 70% of leagues. He's the real deal. His separation
he's available in
is
0%
elite.
of my leagues.
No, what leagues are these guys available?
He's not available, Bill, because of me. I have him in all 5 leagues.
Yeah, his separation is elite. I was kind of teetering on like jumping on him preseason, but his size I couldn't get over his size. He's a $165. That's just like the metrics of receivers that succeed with that is minuscule. But you kind of got to look past that. I mean, you've seen him do it. He separates at an elite level, and he's done it back-to-back weeks. And he's leaped Nico Collins in being the alpha of that offense. So I would unload for Tank Dell, and then behind that, if you don't unload for Tank Dell, you got Quentin Johnston, who's going to be. I think he's going to be the one that fills in for Mike Williams. He's more natural fit for what Williams did for the offense rather than Palmer. I think Palmer's better inside, where Mike Williams is. He was like kind of the perimeter, filled into the slot a little bit, but he's the contested catch guy, and that's what Johnston does. He's good with contested catch, good after the catch, and if he doesn't do it now, you can lose all faith in him. He's a first-round pick. If he doesn't pop now, he's not good. He's got his chance.
Quentin Johnston's good. He's good.
I think he is. But I was high on him pre-draft. Would have liked to have seen more out of him already. But if he doesn't do it in the next month, then it ain't happening.
I think you got to take it.
Yeah, and then if you want to go for somebody that's available at 97%, is Palmer, his teammate. You can probably go for him for 3-5% because everybody's going to go to Johnston. So just get the hedge your bets. Go get Palmer, stash him on the end of your bench too, and maybe it's Palmer that emerges. I think it's Johnston, but if Palmer emerges, you got Palmer sitting there at the end of the bench, and then you got the wide receiver too in one of the past obvious offenses in the NFL with Herbert, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
A couple guys for me that would want your opinion on going forward. One Bill's going to mention probably something about. Sometimes you get in spots where you have Austin Eckler and J.K. Dobbins and a couple like I had in this one league where I just fucking my running backs literally I started this week Tank Bigsby and Latavius Murray, right? Like that was my start, and they fall in the end zone, right? So like if those guys are available in your leagues, I don't even know as much that this is fluky. I mean, Tank Bigsby's a guy that we actually like. We think has upside. He's young. He should evolve into the offense. But someone like a Lat Murray, as a, kind of fall into the end zone type guy, he's done it a couple weeks in a row here. What do you think of Murray? Is it worth a spend? And where do you see
he's down there. There's a lot of guys I would rather over Murray. Unless you're plugging him in and playing him. Like if you're going to start Murray, you can roster him. I had to do that in like 5 or 6 leagues last week with Clyde Edwards-Helaire yesterday. Like I had Edwards-Helaire going to like 5 or 6 leagues. I was looking for anybody with a pulse that I knew was going to get touches. It's been so insane this year with injuries.
Injuries have been nuts.
But I'd rather, instead of having a guy like Murray on my bench with a limited upside where you really know he's got to fall in the end zone, I'd rather have a guy like Sean Tucker or Zach Charbonnet or something like that.
Charbonnet, you're probably going to need to spend more on.
He's eaten into the snap share for Walker more than people want to admit over the past 3 weeks. It's almost a 50-50 split, even though Walker's the one performing. And if you look under the underlying metrics, Charbonnet's having more success. So he's somebody else that'll be in the article. But I'd rather have guys like that have some sort of relevance, like a Rico Dowdle. He played well yesterday, and if something happens to Pollard, he just shoots to the moon. I'd rather have a guy like that than Murray, where if Cook goes down, Murray's not going to change. He's got to roll. He's going to get the goal line, the short yardage. He's going to grind and grind. But he's better than Harris, probably.
Yeah.
But if you need somebody to plug and play, go for it. Don't spend any fab on him. I'd rather spend fab on guys like, for example, Sean Tucker tonight. If you got a somebody, if you got Mike Williams on your team in Yahoo, you can cut him if you didn't play him, and get Sean Tucker, get him on your team before the game plays tonight. If something happens to White, get him on your team. I mean, it's the same as last week with Ford. If something happens to Chubb on Monday night, you have Ford on your team. Get Tucker on your roster before the games today, and you don't have to worry about tomorrow night.
Right.
You're good.
You let it go afterwards. Yeah, you let it go this week coming up.
It's a guy that'll skyrocket if the guy in front of him will take off.
Question. I know you got to go in 1 minute. I'm going to give you a question. I'm going to give you a 1-for-1 if they're both available in your league. Jaylen Warren or Jerick McKinnon?
Warren, hands down. Not even a question.
I agree. All right, Sanene, get back to work. Appreciate you popping in, giving us the info, guys. Get over to 4deep.com. You can buy Sanene's monthly package, $19. Sanene will walk you through all his love, hate. We have a whole Discord, start, sit, everything you need over there at 4deep.com. Just go and buy Sanene's seasonal package. It's less than $5 a week to win you your fantasy league. Sanene, we'll talk to you later, brother.
Yep, see you tonight.
Later, bro. All right. Silly Billy Rupp. We got another game to talk about.
What's that?
You know which one it is?
Nope.
I don't either. I just forgot.
Tonight?
No. It was a game from this weekend I wanted to talk about that we forgot to talk about.
Ravens?
Colorado.
Yes, that was it. Ravens. Yes, that was the Ravens game. Good job, Rackets. All right, the Ravens fans, the Lamar fucking MVP, another fucking guy. The guy can't win in the fucking clutch. I'm sorry. If a game comes down to the wire, the Ravens are losing between Jim Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson. They're going to find a way to fucking lose.
Not only that, they couldn't hold on to the ball in the first half.
Yeah.
They were going to have a hell of a time trying to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, Lamar had a great game rushing, 14 for 101 and 2 touchdowns. But that should be every game, right? Like, Rackets, is it possible for Lamar to run the ball 15 times and not get 80 to 100 yards? He's that good, right? Running. So why doesn't he do it every game?
Because he still had 101 and he lost. So.
Well, I get it, but I mean, at the same token, the only reason they were even in it, they should have been killed if it wasn't for his 101.
The first drive of the game, it looked like that they were just going to destroy the Colts fucking for 60 minutes. Like, they just walked down the field, went right in the end zone. And then that second drive, they kind of walked down the field again, and that was somebody fumbled deep in the Colts territory, and that's kind of where the momentum turned. Like, from that point on, the Ravens really didn't move the ball that effectively. They weren't pass protecting well. The Colts were in the backfield
multiple times, Rackets, where they only needed like one first down to get in Tucker field goal range at the end of the game and couldn't do it.
Yeah, and even at the end of the game, like they couldn't generate the first down. But it felt like the Colts were in the backfield almost all day long, just right at the snap. And if Lamar was making people miss 2-3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he still gained 100 yards on the ground. But I mean, Zay Flowers looked okay. He looked pretty good. Andrews was okay. Good. It's not like you can point to one single thing aside from them just fumbling the ball in the first half, but something doesn't look right with that team, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the quarterback. I don't know if it's
Lamar. It's Lamar. He's not a winning quarterback.
I get shit on for saying he's not good, and it's not that I don't think he's good. I think he's a good runner. I just don't think he can do it as an actual quarterback.
You got to grade everyone on a curve, right? Like when you grade Brock Purdy, you got to grade him on the San Francisco Shanahan curve. When you grade Lamar, you got to grade him on the curve of, yes, he's a great athlete. Yes, he's a super talented football player. Yes, he's better than half the quarterbacks in the NFL. But when everyone's calling him the lock, stock, and barrel MVP and future of the NFL, then you almost got to say, dude, he's not good. He is good, but he's not anywhere near what everyone fucking thinks. He's not a passer. He's more than Fields. Like, Fields isn't even a quarterback. Lamar's at least a little bit of a quarterback, but
yeah, Lamar's light years better than Fields. Like, I don't even want to make that comparison.
But he's still never going to win a Super Bowl ever. He's never going to win a Super Bowl.
And not going to happen. I think it's just because of the way that team is built too. Like it's kind of the Josh Allen thing where like if he's not Superman, they don't win. And it's right. The defense is good enough.
It's hard to be Superman straight games in the playoffs.
It's hard to be Superman every fucking week.
Right. You can't. He can't. And the reason is because it's built around him. Everything is built around him. So the reason his numbers are so gaudy is because it's 90% built around him. If he went to a different team, it would be the same story. But another problem is you got Rashad Bateman and Duvernay. Odell Beckham when he's playing, Zay Flowers. These are fantastic, talented wide receivers, right? Though Bateman and Flowers are fucking
Flowers is awesome, dude.
They're too fast for Lamar. Like, he can't hit him in stride. That's the problem.
Which
That's
is crazy because Lamar like handpicked Flowers too.
Right,
like,
but they're too good. Like
Yeah.
Lamar needs Mike Evans guys. He needs big plotting guys where he can miss his target zone by a little bit and still complete the pass. These Hollywood Browns and Zay Flowers and Batemans and a lot of the guys that they've had, Lamar can't hit that moving target in stride that often. He misses them all the time. So I don't know. I think I'm glad the Ravens lost. Just the fact that Gardner Minshew's a backup quarterback in the NFL coming into this year, Bill, with how many fucking bad quarterbacks are in the NFL, and Gardner Minshew was a backup to start the year. How?
I mean, he looked good.
He always looks good. How is he backup? How is he not starting on a team?
And the one thing, like a lot of these guys take hits and they like get up and shit like that, but then after the game they'll be like, oh, I was hurt, whatever. Or later on you find out they're hurt. Minshew took a fucking helmet to the chest, couldn't fucking breathe on the sideline, and then he fucking 3 minutes later he's on the fucking sideline screaming at the offensive line like, get ready and get going. Like the guy is he's a fucking warrior, man, and it's crazy that he's not good by any means, but he's good enough. He's good. He's fucking good enough.
Why isn't he on like the Jets or some of these other?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Why
Yeah,
isn't
like even a backup for Mahomes and something like he shouldn't be on the Colts. Like Gardner Minshew should be targeted by a Super Bowl contender to either make sure he's the number one.
The 2-1 Colts leading the division, baby.
Yeah, so are the Falcons with Desmond Ridder. He should either be the number one backup for like a Mahomes, a Dak Prescott, a fucking Purdy, someone like that, a team that's going to win the fucking Super Bowl potentially, or Jalen Hurts, or he should be starting on the Bears, and some of these shittier teams. He shouldn't be the backup to Anthony Richardson on a middling Colts team. Like, it's just a waste of Minshew. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me how these teams do it. Let's look at the games tonight. Bill, are we going to get the faction tonight? Is it going to go full faction? Because the one side of it, last night, I thought Josh Jacobs was going to go off. That was my bad. Listen, everything was lining up for it. Ed swindled me in a trade, Bill. I traded for Josh Jacobs. I traded A.J. Brown, and Josh Jacobs didn't do well. So I got swindled. I got defrauded. I think I'm going to quit the league because I really thought that this was going to be a big game. So I was swindled and I was manipulated.
Yeah, but you thought that he was going to be, but you wanted him.
So did Hoffman.
I didn't want anybody. I didn't want any of those guys.
Our trade was so mutual. I gave him.
I didn't even want any of those guys.
Rackets. I gave him Breida.
You wanted Jacobs. I didn't want those guys. That's the difference.
Okay. Well, then why'd you make trade?
I didn't.
Okay. Then blame your partner. Don't blame me.
I'm blaming you.
Okay. Good. I mean, listen. Don't suck at fucking fantasy football. That's all.
I mean, you suck too.
I'm 4-1.
You swindle.
You swindly G.
You swindled. What do we like tonight, Bill? Brackets. I got to start with you actually on this game. Why is the Bucks line 4.5?
Dude, this line opened at 6.5 and has
know.
gone down to 4.5.
Who's betting the Bucks? 80% of the money is on 80% of the
90.
public is on the fucking Eagles. How's this line? You got to take the Bucks here, right?
100%. I said in the chat earlier, I'm kind of on the Bucks tonight. It's the scariest, most disgusting bet you're probably ever going to make. And this is one of those bets that you're going to know right off the get-go if you're on the wrong side of it or not. There's a lot to be said for a two-point line movement, and especially down to like 4.5. Obviously, that's not like a key number. It's not like it went past 3 or anything, but 6 is pretty important, and it went right through 6, no problem. Yeah, it was 6.5, I think, on Wednesday.
I thought it opened at 7.
It may have opened at 7. I saw 6.5 on Wednesday.
It was, like you said, it pummeled through fucking
right
6,
through 6. It didn't fucking stop whatsoever. It just went right through down to 5.5, and now it's sitting at 4.5 in some spots.
I mean, and it seems like the money's on the Bucks and the public's on the Eagles, which is the perfect. I mean, I have in our pick'em pool, I have the Bucks on this. I think the only way the Bucks win is if this goes under, right?
Oh, 100% it's going under, and I would not be surprised if they win this game outright. I'm kind of with you. I have no problem taking the points because I think it's a 3-point game either way, but the money situation screams the Buccaneers. And I put some of the stuff in the chat earlier, like 90-10 was the split at the time, and it was the full 2-point move. So
I mean, I'm with you, dude. That's why I started with you. I knew we'd be on the same side of this one. I'm going to be doing, Evan, a 2-team parlay, alt line, teaser, whatever you could do. You can't do the teaser on FanDuel, which is so stupid, Rackets. I can't go in and move the Bucks up to 11.5 and the total up to 52.5 on a 7-point teaser. But I can easily go in and take both alt spreads that I want, put them together as a parlay, and then let me do that. It's the same fucking bet.
They're so stupid.
Why can't I do it as a teaser and I have to do it as an alt thing? It's the same fucking thing. So when I tell you alt line parlay, it is a teaser if DraftKings or the other ones let you. I'm going here minus 140, 144 on the Bucks plus 11.5 under 52.5.
We have a DraftKings boost for the wide receivers tonight. Which one of these three fails? AJ Brown,
I hope
Devontae.
it's AJ Brown. Bill will go crazy if it's
AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, Mike Evans, 30 plus receiving yards boosted to plus 150.
How does that lose? Right? How does that lose, Bill?
Which one, Bill? Who? Is it AJ Brown? Swindle? Did he swindle you out of that one too?
Is it the Swindle Brown? You think I knew? You think I'm part of the boost?
One of them. No.
Which one loses, Bill? AJ Brown, Mike Evans. I mean, I'm obviously going to say Mike Evans just because I fucking hate Mike Evans.
One of them's getting injured tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Someone's getting hurt.
Somebody's getting hurt early. I don't know which one it is, but it's not. Somebody's not going to last the first quarter.
Listen, I hate Mike Evans, right? But at the same token, he's got 12.
The one that's least likely is usually the one that always does. So Mike Evans is probably the lock.
Right. Well, Mike Evans is probably the least likely to go for 30.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So
I think he's probably the most likely, isn't he?
Between the other two
Would
receivers?
it be Devonta and AJ Brown?
I don't know.
Against a notoriously run funnel Tampa team?
I don't know, man. I feel like Evans is the one that everyone's like, I don't know about him.
There's a lot of weird shit going on tonight.
Because those other two can just catch it and go. Evans, he's got to catch it and just fall. So
well, I have said from the beginning, Evans looks like he's playing football in a swimming pool. Right?
Yeah.
Like he goes up, he gets the ball, he comes down, and he can't move. He's stuck. That's it. That's wherever
he did have a little bit after the catch. I think it was last week. He ran a little bit after, and I was like, "Oh shit!" His legs work, dude.
His yak is like negative consistently. Bill, what do you think? You taking that odds boost?
Bananas just 1 second, Bill.
I think it's Devonta Smith injury. I think
that could be it. That could be it.
I'm calling Devonta Smith busts it. I'm okay with Evans and I'm okay with AJ Brown. I think it's a Devonta Smith injury.
Bananas tagged me in the chat and said last 4 Monday night games, Kyler Murray torn ACL, DeMar Hamlin basically died, Aaron Rodgers ruptured Achilles, and Nick Chubb's knee blown out. I mean, got to keep the streak going, dude.
And Devonta Adams.
One of them's dead tonight.
Devonta Adams dies tonight. Devonta Smith. Shut up.
Devonta Adams.
Think about Devonta Adams.
He went nuclear last night.
Not that far off from a real player name. I mean, Jesus Christ, just played last night. Devonta Adams is an actual player. Devonta Smith. So that's what I think. Bill, who do you think of the three? Who do you think dies tonight because of the?
I don't wish players get hurt.
No, dude, Bill, if you had that power to fucking make,
I don't do that.
Okay, Bill. Bill doesn't do that. What an asshole he is. So Rackets, I'm going with Smith. You're going with who, Evans?
No, I'm going with AJ Brown.
Okay.
I think it's AJ Brown.
You think AJ Brown?
I think Evans is the lock. I think Evans gets it.
He should get it, right? I mean, we'll see how that goes. So what else do we like in this game? I like the under and the plus 11.5 as a parlay there. Rackets, you're on the plus 200.
Yep.
On Tampa. I'm going to ride that in a parlay. The line just looks so fucking shady. You can't not get a sprinkle on the money line in this game.
Yep. And I wanted to look at what the total has done too. I'm pretty sure that has come down as well.
44.5.
Yeah, it opened at. Oh no! Okay. It opened at 44.5, and now it's down to 44 in some spots, so it is going down.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
All right.
Any other
props here you like here, Bill?
I mean, if Nakua's healthy, right? I mean, he's playing. He was injured.
We'll go to that game in a second. I'm talking about the Philly game.
Oh no, I'm not betting on any props on that game.
Well, I learned my lesson.
Maybe one. I think I have Cade Otton over 2.5 receptions. It's minus 172. It's a little high. I might have to parlay it with something, but I do like that.
Okay. I'm actually I learned my lesson last game. I have a few props which I'll save for the site. But I learned my lesson last game on not betting Jalen Hurts touchdown plus 130. If you can get that plus money, it's literally automatic inside the 2. Right, Bill? Right? Every time they get in there, fucking Jalen, unless you totally changed your opinion since last Hurts game we were watching on the microphone. If they get inside the 2 Rackets, the Bill seems completely checked out of the show. Rackets, if they, I mean,
we talked about it a million times, dude. That play should be outlawed, and I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That play should be fucking illegal. Like, I understand in scrums, like when you're fighting for extra yards, yes, your offensive lineman can push you. But like to just line up at the goal line and play fucking rugby every fucking time down the field, I mean, it's nauseating, dude. There needs to be a rule against it. Like it should have been changed in the offseason.
Like there should be a rule against Bill staring at his phone like this on camera for the whole show.
I'm looking at that. I'm looking at play.
Oh, you're looking at bets, so you don't have any.
Well, because nothing's screaming at me.
That's what the pre-show's for.
I'm working.
I'm taking Jalen Hurts plus 130 for a touchdown here in this one. And I have one receiving prop I like. I'll save for the subs at 4deep.com. And we'll go to the next game here. This line's fucking weird too, Rackets. I mean, I guess Burrow's playing. Doesn't sound like Jamar Chase and everyone on his fucking team thinks he's playing.
I mean, I don't know. This doesn't even look right to me. It says it opened at -6.5, and now it's down to 3.
How is it still the favorite even?
Did it really open at 6.5?
It was probably for like a half a second.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have 6.5 seems outlandish.
Yeah, no, it says 7.5 here too on Act. That's not what it was. That was for like a second offshore, and then it got fucking pulverized.
Yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't. That didn't.
This
I
line
had
has been around this number, since the very beginning of the week. But I mean, this is like, isn't the Rams just seems like a trap, doesn't it? With Burrow, like if he doesn't play, you got a shitbag in there, and if he does play, he's not healthy.
This screams under to me, man. I mean, it's fucking rinse and repeat, but like. You got 60. It opened at 46. It's down to 45 in most spots. So there's still some 45.5s out there. But it's heading down, and you got 68% of the money on the over. Like this game under. Go ahead.
I wrote down the same exact bet from last game.
Yeah, literally, like under
it's
parlay.
The same exact
under.
Thing. I'm teasing both. The under, and I'm taking the Rams with the points because it's like, why would you not fucking take 10.5, 11.5 points in this game? But I mean, it's the same bet. Under 51.5 minus plus 11.5 for the Rams, minus 145.
Numbers are pretty similar too. The only difference with the first game is 58% is on the under already, but as we saw, it's already moved a half point down. It's still moving down. So that one's at least agreeing with the movement.
Puka's banged up. Puka's not King Puka is not okay. He's hurt. So you don't.
I love the volume that he's getting right now, and I understand they said not much is going to change when Cooper Kupp comes back, but there's still one football.
A lot's going to change.
There's one football, and you're the Rams.
I don't
like
care what
a lot's going to
says.
change.
A
at that
lot's
point.
going to fucking change. You can't have two guys getting 15 to 20 targets. Like that doesn't happen. That's not possible. So,
yeah, on a Rams offense that only has so many offensive plays to go around.
That's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
But what I will say though on this game, I mean, we're looking at obviously Jamar Chase. No disrespect to my dude Jamar, but the two most fantasy and football relevant players of the season so far on both these teams are Puka Nacua and Joe Burrow, right? Those are the two guys that are being talked about the most. You talk Bengals, you're talking Burrow. You talk Rams, you're talking Puka. Both of them are hurt. So this game, I love the under here.
Love the under, and I kind of like the Rams defense a little bit too. If you're going to play DFS on a showdown slate, little captain spot there, like Burrow can't move really, right? So, I mean, the Rams should have pressure on him all day. If he's struggling with the calf, not being able to move around the pocket, he's going to get hit tonight.
Yeah, I mean, dude, this is an interesting spot for this game. What do you like, Bill? Anything for props on this one?
I got to see if Puka's playing or not because that 6.5 is just too easy right now if he's playing the whole time. I don't know how injured he really is.
I mean, I'm taking it.
But no, it's not going to be two favorites tonight, so that's not going to happen. So it won't be two dogs and it won't be two favorites. One team's going to come out and blow them out, and the other one's going to lose. So that's just how it is because both favorites would be plus 132. That's too easy. They're not going to.
I don't think you deal with that tonight, though. I
Both
think
Dolphins
this
aren't going to cover, so that's not going
Listen,
to.
I would also say I don't know if that's the case for tonight.
That is 100%.
I don't think anyone has a strong opinion on it in this game.
What?
I don't think anyone has a strong through the 4 o'clock window yesterday. Everyone in America was going Seattle, KC, Dallas -112. That was the easiest. This isn't obvious.
Yesterday was kind of a shit slate too, if we were being honest.
Yeah,
the games were not good.
This is tough. Me and Rackets are on the Bucks. The public's on the Eagles.
90% of the people are on the Eagles. You just said.
Yeah, the public, but I mean the sharp people. The 64%.
Okay, they're not going to let that win. They're not going to let
64% of the money is on the Bucks. So it's one of those publics here and whales are here. So this is a little more split up. I think both these games are tough to bet individually. Whereas yesterday at 4 o'clock was just straight obvious Seattle, KC, Dallas. They weren't going to let that win. This one, I mean, if me, you, and Rackets put in 2-team parlays, I guarantee you we won't have the same 3 2-team parlays, and maybe none of us are the same. Right? One of us may have the under in the game. One of us may have the fucking Bengals. And I don't think this is that obvious today. I really don't. I think they fuck everyone in props.
Hoffman tagged me in the chat, and he said that he likes the Bucks up for the up 10 early win tonight on DraftKings. I kind of like that too.
How fucking fucked up they changed it to up 10.
So that the Thursday night one is always up 7, and then Sunday and Monday have been up 10. And I don't know what the difference is, other than there's only one game on Thursday. But they've been doing the 2 games on Monday, which is cool, but they're stopping that next week. And
why? Why NFL?
Not only why, but why do they start them within an hour of each other? Why is it not a West Coast game? It makes no sense to me.
Everyone's retarded. Everything in this world is created to just make us angry. That's basically what's happening. I am putting in the Puka Nakua over 6.5. Puka Koopa, as I call him.
Puka Koopa Troopa from the Lions.
I don't care about the injury. I don't care about anything. We're not going to know any more than we know right now leading into the game. So
that's the only bet I'm doing tonight.
Yeah,
I'm parlaying both unders. I just did it on FanDuel plus 250. Under 44.5, under 45.5 comes out to plus 250. That's literally my favorite bet of the night.
What about the first quarters?
I don't hate those either, man. Although I did the first drive punts yesterday for the Jets and for the Titans, and that was when Deshaun Watson decides to go 5 for 5 for 41 yards into the field goal range and fucking ruin that bet. And I think the Jets punted right away, so that was awesome. But then the Patriots went right down and got a field goal too. So ruined both of my fucking bets.
Nothing was worse than my first drive punt when Deshaun Watson threw a pick 6 to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, yeah.
And I had under 7.5.
And we had the red zone too, and they fucking
and we
lost
the red zone on it. Yeah, we lost 3 bets on
motherfuckers.
One ball. Yeah,
that's a red zone possession is beyond me.
That's shady shenanigans. That you want to talk about fucking swindling.
Hey, one thing we did forget about the Ravens game. When Lamar Jackson was sacked with fucking 14 seconds left, they went to review. I understand it goes to review to stop the clock. They should not add 4 more fucking seconds on a play that was deemed down by contact in the field of play. You should not get 4 more seconds and keep your timeout before the fucking field goal. That was garbage. I was screaming at that fucking point.
Yeah.
And then Tucker misses the field goal, so ball don't lie, but that's still garbage, dude. NFL tried to hand them that one.
That is true. Yeah. I mean, it's everything. Everything's shady. Everything's shady. Everything's shady. That's it. Either that or everyone sucks. One or the other. Let's build a alt line parlay, a low end one and a high end one real quick before we get out of here. So I'm going to fall into the trap here. I figure if you go way under the numbers, then you can get fucked and still actually make it out alive. I'm scared to death that A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and fucking all these guys are in the odds booth. But let's go this one. Let's go A.J. Brown. 25 plus. What do you like here, Rackets? If we were going to build a fucking even money same game parlay with all down rushing and receiving props.
Let me get into that screen here. Are we on FanDuel?
So I like Jamar Chase. I like Puka Nakua. Get them both at like 40 plus.
Yep.
Bill, what do you like here? Like anything?
Hurts anytime touchdown plus 130.
Well, no, we want to make it cheap. We're gonna do it. We're doing all.
Okay. We're gonna go all the way down.
Now let's try and get an even money one.
All the way down. All right.
Let me just see. Gainwell. I mean, it's tough to not go back to Swift, but Tampa Bay.
There you go. Hurts 25 yards rushing, minus 420. Throw that bitch in there.
All right, so let's get that. I like that. I put that in last.
Why
week.
does DraftKings not have receptions tonight? Right now, that's fucking weird.
All right, there we go. Plus 103. All right, so this is you ready, Evan?
Yep.
Actually, you know what? Let's add minus 137. All right, perfect. Jamar Chase 40 plus. Puka Nacua 40 plus. I just feel like that's the safer game. That's the game. I feel like a lot of people are gonna get fucked on this fucking Philly game. Right? It's scary. Those three guys being
That's fair.
Yeah. And then Jalen Hurts 25 plus rushing. So Chase 40 plus, Puka 40 plus, Chase Hurts 25 plus rushing, minus 137. So we got a pretty much even straight bet there. And now let's do it the other way around. Now let's get up high. Let's head up to the fucking mountaintop, get a plus 1,000 here. So we're going to do, I like that Jalen Hurts touchdown, right? So I'm with that. Let's go King Puka. We got to get him up to the top. Who do we want here? A.J. Brown or Devonta Smith? I really think Devonta Smith gets hurt because someone's got to get hurt in this game.
Sacrifice.
I mean, it just has to, right? And A.J. Brown's built like, yeah, it's sacrifice, right? A.J. Brown's built like DK Metcalf. Right? So it's a much lesser chance of him getting hurt. Would you agree, Rackets?
I would agree.
All right, so let's go A.J. Brown 80 plus or maybe even 100 plus and a touchdown. Yeah, let's go A.J. Brown touchdown. So actually, we can't do that. We can't do too many. All right, what else do you like, Rackets? Give me something that you think could pop off. We could do a Tampa money line.
I usually don't. I don't like we had the
too.
rule. Remember, don't
Yeah,
put
I
the
don't
money
like
lines
mixing.
in those SGPs. Don't do it.
Yeah, I don't like mixing it. Okay.
I think we bump instead of doing one for Jalen. I think we bump it to two.
Yeah.
If we're gonna go for the moon, how many times is he gonna get that fucking pushback?
Okay.
They get down to the 2-yard line. He's gonna get the
Then we're
push
gonna have to
play
adjust that. I like it. Okay, so we're gonna go Jalen Hurts 2+ touchdowns.
instead of the one. If we're shooting for the moon, we should go for two because he's gonna.
I think we go. All right. So I have another play I like too. I like Kyron Williams touchdown.
And I was looking for like a sack or something, but I don't see him on FanDuel.
Hold
I
on,
think
we
that might
not
be only
need it.
DraftKings.
We might not need it on this. All right, there we go. Plus 1657.
There we go.
Jalen Hurts 2+ touchdowns. Kyron Williams touchdown. Plus 1657. How about that, Evan? That good?
Oh yeah.
Anytime they're inside the 5 tonight, it's going to be Hurts
We're live.
getting pushed in the ass. That's all it is.
And if this bet loses, that means Hurts didn't fucking score much, which means we'll probably
Which
win our
means we hit the
bucks.
unders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, all right. So that's that. Yeah. Someone in the chat said Godwin alt easy money. I had that in if you heard when I said first the minus 137 was plus 105. It's because I had Godwin.
Also, chat wants you to talk about the Malkoon DQ.
I don't know what the fuck that was. That English?
UFC Malkoon.
Oh, I didn't even watch it. It's football Saturday, college football. You think I
That'll
watched
be
it?
for
Okay, I didn't
Friday.
see it either.
Yeah.
Mike wouldn't
Yeah, we'll
be
let
here.
Mike talk about that. Yeah.
Okay.
I was watching fucking Clemson fucking implode the best bet of my fucking lifetime. Fucking, dude, I can't. We'll talk about Clemson when Howie's on here. That was insane. That was absolutely fucking insane. We would have started the day with a clean sweep, fucking up like fucking 20
We didn't even
minutes.
talk about
We won
Dion
both
getting
sides.
shit smacked either.
What? No,
We
that was
won
Notre,
both bets,
it was
though.
Notre Dame, Bill. Keep up with the show. Keep up with the show. I'm talking about Clemson.
Oh, they're talking about Notre Dame.
Yeah, no. And then Dion, yeah. So we'll talk about all that once we get closer. I mean, obviously a Monday recap show. We're on here again Thursday, correct, Evan?
Thursday. I was gonna say
So we'll be
that.
back Thursday. So on Thursday, we'll only have the one game to talk about. So we'll go college football. We'll bring Howie on. We'll talk about Colorado. We'll talk about Deion Sanders. We'll talk about everything that's going on there. I heard the best analysis I've ever heard in my life, actually. I wish I could give credit to whoever it was. You know, when you're just scrolling through Twitter, sometimes Rackets, and it's like fucking you're going through sports Twitter and, you know, you get little 30-second clips of takes. Someone literally said, Oregon and Colorado are the same exact team. I'm taking Oregon minus 21. And they kind of baited the host to say, well, that doesn't make sense. And he said, yeah, they're the same exact team. Both amazing quarterbacks, both elite wide receivers, both great defensive back, except one team's lineman's 350 pounds and the other team's linemen are 250 pounds. So I'm taking Oregon to win by 1 million because they're the same team, except in the trenches, it's this versus this. And it was like, That's exactly what happened, right? Like they just looked like a high school team playing a professional team on there. So we'll talk a little about Colorado. We'll talk about some of the upsets. We'll talk about Ryan Day at fucking Ohio State, who literally is the worst coach ever, who keeps getting wins. Literally,
Fuck Lou Holtz.
Notre Dame and Ohio State played to see which coach could try and lose that game the most at the end of it, and Freeman lost. But we actually hit a middle on that. We had Notre Dame plus 3.5. That was what Bill was just talking about. Notre Dame plus 3.5, and we had Ohio State plus 430 live. But kind of up and down weekend. Not very happy. Not walking out, Bill, with my FanDuel account looking plentiful. That the Cowboys would have changed my whole entire day. I went 9-10, Bill, on the afternoon games, right? So it was like one of those, hit this, miss this, hit this, miss this. And with the Cowboys, Bill, winning, it would have been like a 20-unit flip. I would have been up substantially heading into the night. But the Cowboys stole my mind. And college football, I think I was even or up 2 units heading into the USC game. So it was like this up and down fucking Saturday and Sunday that just ended with a fuck you and then a fuck you on both days. So fuck me. That sucked.
You're
We'll
right.
get it tonight. Same feeling for you? How was it if you had to describe it?
Awful. Cowboys fucked me.
Yeah, just fucking huge dick in the ass on some shit that should have been fucking easy. Like, easy. Rackets, final words.
Let's go Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I'm so proud of them.
Yeah. No, Taylor Swift's a little fuck. I mean, really, like, if you're Travis Kelce, you can fuck anyone. You really want to fuck that fucking boy body, fucking no personality, having fucking limp, bucket dick, wet.
Careful.
He's already hanging out with his mom, dude.
Careful what?
She's a real
Careful
family
what?
girl.
Dude, their fans, her fans.
I don't give a fuck.
Are ruthless.
Taylor Swift is below average. She's below, like, she's
clip
mid.
this.
You want to talk about mid? Taylor Swift is mid. Like, that girl is, her tits suck. She has
the
no ass.
Swifties after
She
Tommy
can't
G.
move. She can't dance. She's average looking, and she's a cunt. So she could sing, I guess, when someone else writes all her lyrics, and I guess she looks pretty when you stick fucking 50,000 million pounds of makeup. Kelsey, you can do better than Taylor Swift. Stop it. She's rich as fuck, but he's already rich.
Send the Swifties after Tommy G. I'm all for it.
Fucking Taylor Swift. Get out of here. Girl's
Make a tweet
average.
about it. You will get attacked. Big Cat was
Alright,
fighting with people this morning. You should do it.
I probably will. I already went
Engagement
after Lady Gaga, and I don't think that Swifties are going to send demonic curses on me. I think they're going to be like, yeah, fucking don't talk about Tay Tay. I'd be like Bill Rupp fucking jumping in. Yeah, don't talk about Tay Tay. Bro, the girl's average. She has no tits, no ass, can't dance, and she's okay to look at. She's mid. End of story. She's a pretty good singer.
No Adele, but she's good.
No, she can't wail like fucking even like Demi Lovato or Adele or fucking Lady Gaga. There's nothing she has or does that I go, wow. She's just propped up because she fucking got dumped a lot. That's how her career jumped off, Evan, is it not? Every song was about how she got fucking dumped. She got dumped because she sucks and she's average looking. And now she's a goddess.
No Swiftie.
Kelsey, you could do better. There's no way she's fun. That was all an act. She's always knows where the cameras are. She's like fucking Obama. She knows where the cameras are at all time, chest bumping her friend. She's a nerd. Fuck Taylor Swift. Bill Rupp, final words.
Nakua and Otten tonight. Those are my two plays.
Evan Hand, final words.
Rigged.
Yep, that's for damn sure. And for Joey Rackets, Nene, Bill Rupp, and Evan Hand, I am Tommy G. See you guys Thursday. Another game day show. We'll have Howie Dewey on here. We'll talk some football. We'll talk more Taylor Swift. See if I can get attacked by the Swifties. Good luck. Stay cashing, motherfuckers.
Let's go!
Make it like a competition.